It is late 1994. Nintendo is making a deal with Sony to build them a CD-based add-on to the Super Nintendo. Sony agrees to make it. But Nintendo, thinking Sony won't get it done on time, goes to Philips and asks them to make a CD-based add-on too. And we all know what they did. Sony, being furious, decides to publish their creation. And so the PlayStation was born. This is the PS1, or the PlayStation. Introduced in 1995 in America, one of the first CD-based gaming systems. When it came out, it sold 100 million units after the first 9 years and 6 months. Now that's a lot of systems. Well, people called it the Big Gray Tank back in 95, but it's not so big. As big as the Xbox original. Got your power button, got your reset button, and you got your open button. Now the CDs go in here, but they're not really as big as the CD drive. They're a bit smaller. Right? Got your control port 1, control port 2, your memory card slot 1, and your memory card slot 2. The memory cards look something like this. Plug it in here, and it saves you data, which they kept with the PS2, but they didn't keep it with the PS3, which is a good thing. These things get lost a lot. You got vents over here. You got vents over here. On the back, it really gets cool. You got your AC in, your AV out, your serial, which is an extension port. You can get a mouse for this, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's stupid. It doesn't come with a keyboard. It's just a mouse, so I won't recommend. And comes with other stuff. This. People ask questions about this all the time, and they say they don't know what this is, but I do. This is for linking two PlayStations up to each other. Play linked battles, which some games are compatible with. The controller looks something like this. You got your... It's kind of similar to the nowadays PlayStation controller, except for the analogs. You got your circle, X, square, and triangle buttons. Start and select, and your D-pad. R1, R2, L1, and L2. Which, if you see closely, it's the L2 and the R2 buttons are smaller than the DualShock controller. Now, PlayStation lasted through the late parts of the 90s. And in 1999, they produced this little guy. The PlayStation Slim. Light, smaller, and better. Except it didn't come with all the extension ports in the back, just the smaller DC in and an AV out. What came with this was something that is probably familiar today. The DualShock controller, which introduced a rumble feature, which was pretty new back then. Same as the PlayStation controller, you got your X, circle, square, and triangle. Start and select on your D-pad, R1, L1, and the big L2 and R2 buttons. And the analog sticks, which the rubber came off because it's old. Well, this has been the PlayStation review. Thanks for joining me. Remember to subscribe. See you all later.